Yo, how are we doing, everybody? So today I'm doing a guide for the boss fight with Adam. This boss is the final boss of chapter 4. I'd recommend being level 47 fighting him, as he is very powerful. I do this at level 31 myself, so it is possible at lower levels, but how you build your team is very important, what abilities you decide to use. That Diamond Blade ability Adam just used, you can see it put a status effect on Gloria. Essentially, she's going to be taking damage over time, so be aware of that. If you use abilities like Rampart, the Bastion ability, it prevents physical damage from one source one time, and you apply it to the entire team. I would highly recommend this ability for this boss fight. I think it is the best ability that you could have going into here. It just is going to help out in so many situations. As you can see right there, Gloria takes no damage from the damage over time blade. I also think having Spirit Master is really nice, as you can use re-raise. Adam himself, the counters he has, for if you try to perform buffs, or if you try to do status ailments, you will do Ruby Blades and Sapphire Blades, which are those damage over time abilities I was just warning about. So you don't want to use Bard, you don't want to use Oracle, like any jobs where you're going to be focusing on using those type of abilities, it's just not worthwhile. Adam also uses Dread Blade. You can see that Adele has Dread on her right now. Using Balsam, you can get rid of that. Dread again gets rid of your BP, so it's very important you don't have that on you. Carnelian Blades going into Gloria, giving her another stack of that debuff. There's the Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, and the Carnelian Blades, so that can stack multiple times, so you want to try to prevent that damage as much as you can. The Sapphire Blades right there going into Adele, Ruby Blades going into Seth, and Diamond Blades going into Adele. Thankfully, the Rampart blocked most of that damage, but unfortunately, Adele was targeted too many times, so she does go down there. However, the boss damaged himself using those abilities, and that brings us into phase 2. Even though I wasn't attacking him there, he deals a lot of damage to himself, so simply being able to stay alive can get you pretty far in this fight. And then in the second phase, he does start countering physical and magical attacks. Thankfully with Adele, I have counter savvy, so she doesn't have to worry. And then Gloria also has protect allies, since she's a shield master, so she will protect her allies that are at low HP. Though again, they have to actually be at low HP. Like Seth, just previously, he was at max HP, so he just got knocked down. There wasn't anything that Gloria could do in that situation, since I didn't use Defender of the People. But raising them back up, using my BP and Phoenix Downs, getting Rampart back up, makes it much easier for my team to be able to withstand the incoming attacks. And then I would highly recommend having your specialties already ready before you come into this boss fight. It'll make it much easier. The Spirit Master specialty especially, as it will give all of your party members re-raise and regeneration. So that's a lot of healing, and more importantly, as you can see with Adele, thanks to the re-raise, she just comes immediately back to life. Very, very useful. The boss does get more aggressive in these later phases. Especially phase 3, he starts using Minus Strike, which deals so much damage. Thankfully, we had the Rampart, again, to block that. Rampart, super useful. I would highly recommend, make sure you level up your Bastion to at least the 3rd job level, so you have that. And then, yeah, the magic attack can be countered, but I do like the Red Mage Disasters. I'm trying to apply that damage in there. Gloria is going to be unfortunately taking a bit of damage from the dot. Seth does block that Minus Strike with a Rampart. So me trying to keep Gloria up, since she's my shield master that has access to the Bastion ability, that's pretty much my main goal here. Because yeah, 40,000 damage just went into Elvis from that Minus Strike. The Minus Strike's damage is based on how much HP the boss is missing. Since he has so many thousands of HP, it's very easy for him to one-hit your party members, even if they're at 9,999 HP. And then right here, when he gets really low HP, he might start using that Heaven Cloud ability where he heals himself. So while he does do a lot of damage to himself, once he gets to this late into the fight, if you're not able to deal like 9,000 damage like back to back pretty readily, he will out-heal everything you can do, and you won't be able to finish this fight. So make sure you have damaging abilities. I think Red Mage is really good. I think that Monk with Pressure Point and Godspeed Strike from Thief are all good, but Death Storm is another ability that Adam uses when he gets really low, and as you can see, it just destroys everyone. Rampart can only do so much. Seth was able to survive thanks to Spirit Master, but then dies to the dots, but comes back to life because of Re-Raise. So yes, having a Spirit Master I think is key to this fight, because again, Rampart can keep you alive, Spirit Master ability can keep you alive as long as he's above lethal HP and his spirit is active, like the Health Spirit. And then finally Re-Raise can bring him back to life. And literally without having those effects throughout this fight, there's no way I would have been able to do this at level 31, which again is why I'm recommending to do it at a lower level. But yeah, once he gets into this low HP, Adam, you just want to deal all the damage you can. Even if you have to go into the red, which I don't normally advise, I would recommend here, because this boss needs to go down quickly. You don't want him to heal himself, and you don't want him to use that Death Storm again. So we just need to knock him out. And yeah, that is going to be the boss fight. So if you enjoyed this video, please let me know in the comments down below. If you want to see more Bravely Default 2 content, make sure to hit that subscribe button, as I'll be doing a lot of that going forward. And that'll be me. Thank you very much for checking out this video.